Picture a brick. Flat, hard, identical to every other brick around it. No weird shapes, no rough edges, nothing special. Just a rectangle that fits perfectly inside a wall. Now picture you, the day you were born. Loud, messy, curious about everything, scared of nothing. You had no idea what rules were. You didn't care. You were clay, and clay can become anything. So what turned you from clay into a brick? A bell rang. You sat down. Another bell rang. You stood up. You did that for 13 years straight, and somewhere in the middle of all that ringing, the clay dried out. You stopped asking weird questions. You stopped coloring outside the lines. You just started doing what you were told. That wasn't school. That was a factory. And you were what it was making. Think about how a loud ringing sound controlled your entire day at school. You sat down when it rang, you stood up when it rang, you ate your lunch when it told you to. You didn't get to finish a thought, finish a conversation, or even finish a bathroom break if the bell said your time was up. This was not an accident. It wasn't some random choice made by a friendly principal who just really loved bells. To understand where it came from, you have to go back to the early days of factories. Back then, bosses had a massive problem. Most of their workers grew up on farms. Farm life meant you set your own pace, worked when the sun told you to, and used your brain to solve problems as they came. That kind of independent thinking was terrible for a factory floor, where every second of every hour needed to run like clockwork. So factory owners needed a new kind of person. Someone who would stand at a machine for 10 hours straight, move exactly when the whistle blew, and never stop to ask why. The trouble was, those people didn't exist yet. They had to be built. So they built schools to do it. Schools with bells, schedules, rows of desks, and one adult at the front telling everyone exactly what to do and when to do it. Sound familiar? It should. Because that system didn't go anywhere. It just got a better paint job and called itself modern education. Controlling your time was step one. But next, they had to control something even harder to grab onto: your mind. Check this out. The grading system looks totally normal until you zoom out and see what it's actually doing. We're all taught that an A means you're smart and an F means you failed. But look at it from the factory's point of view. In a real factory, a perfect brick comes out flat, smooth, and identical to every other brick on the belt. It has no weird bumps, no creative curves, no personality. If a brick comes out too unique, the machine rejects it. It doesn't fit. It can't be used. Now think about what happens when a kid draws something strange and wild instead of following the prompt. The teacher marks it wrong. What happens when a student solves a math problem using a totally different method than the one in the textbook? Points off. What happens when a kid talks too much, moves too much, or thinks about things nobody asked them to think about? They get sent to the office. The grade is just a stamp, approved or rejected, fits the mold or doesn't. And here's what the system does to the kids who don't fit at first. It doesn't celebrate them. It doesn't try to understand them. It grinds them down, over and over, test after test, year after year, until those rough creative edges are smooth enough to pass inspection. By the time most kids hit high school, they've stopped asking weird questions. They've stopped coloring outside the lines. They've learned that the safest move is to give the teacher exactly what the teacher wants and nothing more. That's not education. That's quality control on a human assembly line, and you were on it from the day you walked into kindergarten. Eventually you graduate. You put on a funny hat, grab a piece of paper, and walk across a stage while your family claps. You think you won the game, but really, you just passed the final inspection. You spent your whole childhood learning to sit still, follow instructions, and survive being bored. Now you're a perfectly shaped brick ready for the real world. And the real world is ready for you too, because it needs identical parts to fill its offices, its cubicles, and its conference rooms. They slide you right into the wall like you were made for it. Because you were. The factory only works if you forget you were ever made of soft clay. You can stay in the wall, or you can start breaking the mold. That choice is yours. Stay curious, hit subscribe if you want to keep breaking out, and I'll see you in the next one.